During World War II, most Italian Americans declined to support Mussolini and the fascist regime in Italy. But laws passed during World War I defined enemy aliens as persons 14 years of age or older who were within the United States and not naturalized. This applied to around 600,000 Italians living in the United States. In 1939, Franklin Roosevelt authorized J. Edgar Hoover to create a list of people to be detained in the event of an outbreak of war. Hoover had experience in this role, having been the head of the Enemy Alien Registration Section that conducted arrests and internments of Germans during World War I when he was just 23 years old. Even before war was officially declared on December 11, 1941, Hoover and his men used his authority to arrest around 147 men, nearly all Italians. By June of 1942, 1,521 were arrested, with 250 being held in internment camps for up to 2 years across the United States. In January of 1942, anyone who fell into the category of enemy alien was required to register, be photographed, and fingerprinted. They also had to carry an enemy alien registration card on their person at all times, and they were not permitted to have a firearm or hand camera, shortwave radio, or radio transmitter. 1.1 million people living in the United States were required to register. 92,000 were Japanese, 315,000 were German, and 695,000 were Italian. On Columbus Day 1942, under pressure from the huge and influential Italian community, these restrictions were lifted, but only for Italian aliens. At the same time, a plan was announced to offer citizenship to around 200,000 elderly Italians who had been unable to meet literacy requirements, giving them the right to vote. However, there still remained hundreds of Italians who were interned. They were not released until about a year later, when Italy surrendered in September of 1943. At that point, they had been detained for nearly 2 years. History is awkward.